Welcome back, Adrenaline Junkies. This is West Coast Paul, and we are here at the studio this is Pure Adrenaline here on Styling Radio. I'm here with my co-host, Izzy. What up, Izzy?
Yeah, and this segment is sponsored by NOS Energy Drink. Grab you one, slam it, and just feel the rush.
Get going. Yeah, I like the music, man. Like the music. Hey, so I was sitting there going, you know what? I guess it'd be a good time. So there were 25 bands, artists, groups, whatever, however you want to look at it, that are nominated this year for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, you know, some things I didn't really know of, criteria is, first off, you have to be 25 years beyond your first significant music release to be eligible. So, anybody that's in here now, at least 25 years ago, they had to have their first and significant release. I guess if you put out some garbage that nobody knew or cared or whatever that means, it doesn't matter. So, you have to have done something to impact the industry. And I was going, I guess there's 14 names on the ballot. I was thinking 25. There's 14. And let's see, the longest guy got their start 58. Wow.
Really?
I'm reading a little bit of history here. Nominee had 70s classic rock, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to go through here. Let's see. They got other one, grunge, Godfathers. There's electro alternative greats. There's Brit rock, revivalists. These are all different groups and people who are, nominated this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. 8 are appearing on the Rock and Roll, their ballot for the first time. 6 others have been nominated before and didn't make it. So it's 14. That seems like a lot. Let's see here. Who's number 1? Bad Company. They're on here. Formed in 1973.
Good group.
Yeah, they are awesome. I could see them making it. I don't know if it's their first one, but you know what? They were badass. They really were. Really fucking good. I'm surprised, actually, they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet. So, that's one that really surprises me. Another second group here is the Black Crowes.
What year did they come out?
1984 is when they were formed. And so, they're now, 30 years? No, 40 years. 40 years. Right? 2024. Goodness sakes. Here you go, sweetheart. Mariah Carey. She's been, she's in this year. I'm really stunned because I thought a lot of like her, she would have already been in, but just missing something. Let me see another one. Oh, here you go. Chubby Checker. He was the oldest one. He's the one that started in 1958.
Yeah, I was going to say it was in the 50s.
Yeah, I mean, this group of nominees is stout. Here's the next one. Joe Cocker. He's been around since 1961, and he's enormously popular. Here's my boy, Billy Idol. He's nominated. I love this dude, man. And, 1981 was his first year. And that dude just, come on, give me some White Wedding, huh? We play a lot of his stuff here in Pure Adrenaline, and I dig it. Let's see who else. Oh, Cyndi Lauper's on this year's ballot. Dude, there are some fantastic names this year. Holy smokes. Let's see. What was her year? She started in 1983. The next group is Mana. They were 1981. And let's see. Joe Division / New Order. They started in 76 and then with 1980 with that. And let's see, Oasis, 1991. Here's a 90s group finally kicking in. What's that? And then Outkast, coming up this 1992. They got some hip hop and rap stuff going. You got Fish, 1983, and okay. Here's one that hurts and hits home. I've spoken about them before on the show. I love them to death. Unfortunately, their lead singer, they broke up or retired. They got back together basically for the money. He got back into drugs and killed himself.
Yeah.
Soundgarden. They've been nominated this year, and I'll tell you that they should make it hands down. They are one of the most influential bands ever, that so many other groups have come off of what they did. So I hope they make it. I really do. Let's see, you got the White Stripes. They were formed in 1997. Now you're talking. That's only 27 years ago.
Yeah.
So, so those are the groups or the bands and the individuals this year who are being nominated. And I got to tell you that most of the names I read there had some pretty good, impact on the industry. So there could be quite a few.
Well, you figured Billy Idol would already been in.
Exactly. Soundgarden, Idol, Cocker. How about Chubby Checker? He's one of the original rock guys.
I figured Chubby Checker would be in there, and I figured Cyndi Lauper would be in there already.
Yeah, it tells you that how hard it is to be nominated, things you got to do. I remember, I'll say 8-9 years ago, before Def Leppard was in, they got nominated, and we're like, but wait a minute, what? How in the hell are they not in there yet?
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is Chubby Checker is not in there, but Chuck Berry from St. Louis is.
Yeah. Yeah, go figure. I don't get it. And do you know when Def Leppard was nominated, they've been nominated a couple of times. The big reason that they never got voted in, or they finally did, but that they didn't, was as one of the, I guess, voting people and experts said, he goes, every one of their songs is alike. They have, good melodies, but, the lead singer comes in and then the backup vocals come in. And if you listen to them, they follow the same parameter with most of their songs. And it's true. Joe Elliott kicks in and then the band does their thing and back and forth. And he goes, they need to do something different. But they did get in, and Def Leppard is fantastic. But that tells you how picky and, how hard it is to actually get into it. And it makes you appreciate, guys, we talked last week about Eric Clapton being in it with 3 different, bands or with, venues. So good luck to these guys this year. You obviously they're not all going to make it, but boy, there's some high-powered talent in that shit this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to hear those names and they're not in, It's like, seriously?
Well, yeah, and it does. And in fact, when, we come back after the music, I want to talk about some bands who are not in that may shock you. So it should be, I think that it might take us a couple of our segments to do this, because there's a lot of fantastic groups that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I tell you what, we're going right back into music. This is Pure Adrenaline on Thursday night.
West Coast Paul out.